Thank you, Nieder, for your words. I would also like to just mention that Miss Lori McNally is here today. She's a longtime supporter of the North Surrey Learning Centre. I can't actually remember a time when she hasn't been to one of our grads, and I've been doing this job for a while now. She's also a trustee, but today she's here of her own accord. So I just want to thank you for being here again. And I would also just like to mention and acknowledge our fearless leader, Jewel, who guides this ship. And I'd like to invite her up as we are about to transition to the diplomas. Yes. Yes. Grads. Woo. Dude. This is the moment. All right. So for those of you who haven't experienced a grad here before, one of the things that each graduating student will do when they've completed their final class is to answer a few questions that are going to be answered here today. So as they walk up, I'm going to read out the answers. So the questions that they answered are, who would they like to thank today? What are their future plans? And what advice they would like to give to their younger self? As well, some of the grads received awards and scholarships that I will read out at this time as well. So, here we go. You guys ready? I'll assume that's a yes. Okay, first, Alexis Alvarenga. She would like to thank the amazing staff at the NSLC. Her future plans are to become a hairdresser and open her own business. And her advice to her younger self is to just show up and focus on your work. Jason Balance would like to thank Jennifer and Jonathan for being the best teachers ever. I'd like to thank Gary and Bonnie for always being there for me. And he would like to thank his girlfriend Selena for being amazing and for everything she's doing for our community. His future plans are to be happy. He feels like there's some... Yes. He feels like that's something people forget from time to time, and his advice to his younger self, learn to be more patient and caring, sooner the better. If you feel guilty about something, don't feel bad, because feeling guilt means you're aware of what's wrong, and that feeling is enough power to change anything you'd like. Boom. Sabi Basan. Sabi would like to thank his friends and family. His future plans are to live a grand life. And his advice to his younger self is just remember that Sabi Basan has no limitations. Elias Campos. Elias would like to thank the teachers for showing care and compassion towards us. His future plans are to go to BCIT for a career in marine biology. And his advice to his younger self, the worst mistakes you make are the ones you learn and grow from. Elias is also receiving the Perseverance Award and a Surrey Teachers Association scholarship for $500. Alexis Cardinal. Alexis would like to thank her supportive teachers and everyone who is part of the school. Thank you to everyone who is present here, and thank you to my mom and my family. Her future plans are not yet decided. She prefers to live in the present moment. Up until recently, she felt apprehensive whenever she thought about finishing school. But standing here today, even a year late, she's so proud of how far she's come. Her advice is that patience and persistence ultimately pays off. Don't lock yourself into one place or situation because of the fear of the unknown. Next, Dakota Chad. Dakota would like to thank his mom, dad, his grandparents, and his friends, Rochi and Goblin. His future plans are to pursue creative writing, and his advice is that life doesn't always turn out the way you want it, but never stop trying and always find joy in the small things. Jobin Chahal. He would like to thank all of his teachers, family, and friends. His future plans are to look for post-secondary education and a good job. His advice for his younger self is to show up for school more consistently. Leah Coletta. Leah would like to thank her teachers and her family for supporting her. Her future plans are to work with children, and her advice to her younger self is to go to school and ask for help. Cody Cooper. Cody would like to thank his mom. His future plans are to work, and his advice to his younger self is to work out. Gabriel Guzman. Gabriel would like to thank everyone at the NSLC, his sister, grandparents, and girlfriend. His future plans are to pursue a carpentry career and to eventually own his own company or organization. His advice to his younger self is to stay and take advantage of all the given opportunities, as well as to ask many questions. Gabriel is also receiving a Perseverance Award, a District Authority Scholarship worth $1,250, and a Pacific West Cable Scholarship valued at $1,000. Paige Harrison. Paige would like to thank her family, Marianne, and the rest of the staff for supporting and pushing her to reach her goals. Her future plans are to start her own business and have it up and running by 25. And her advice for her younger self is to make smart choices. Okay, 1 second here. Daisy Francois. Daisy would like to thank her parents and her auntie Claudia. Her future plans are to one day own her own daycare, and her advice is to be yourself, be a leader and not a follower. She is also receiving an NSLC scholarship for $500. Jennifer Jordan. Jennifer would like to thank her parents and best friends for helping and supporting her through the toughest and darkest times. Her plans are to hopefully work in the food industry, and her advice is to not be afraid to make friends. She is also receiving an NSLC scholarship for $500. Shahid Kassab. Shahid would like to thank all the people who helped her graduate, especially Miss Jo. Her future plans are to be a lawyer, and her advice to her younger self is to be responsible, to focus more on school and attending classes. Simran Katra. Simran would like to thank Jewel, Priya, Jonathan, Lindsay, and Marlene. Her future plans are to get a good job and go to college. Her advice is to just get it done, get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Prabnur Klur. She would like to thank Tina and Jasmine for encouraging her to finish school and supporting her through my difficult situation. Her future plans are to pursue her passion to become a heavy-duty mechanic as well as to study real estate. Her advice is that graduating is worth it. Shaylin McKelvey. She would like to thank Jen Ollick and Kevin Stockdale for making her feel welcome when she first came to school. Her parents, my Hannah, and my Aunt Sheila for always pushing me and believing in me. Her future plans are to go to university and to become a 911 operator and to travel. Her advice is to her younger self is when things get tough, don't just shut down. Keep pushing yourself. Travis McRee. Travis would like to thank the teachers, the mentors, and the people who guided him in his time at school. Thank you for pushing me because I would not be here without them. His future plans are as free as the world. And his advice to his younger self is don't think, just do. You're worth more than you think. And he's also receiving a District Authority Scholarship worth $1,250. Dariana Marino Labrada, sorry. Dariana would like to thank everyone who supported her in her life, especially her parents and boyfriend. She'd also like to thank Jennifer Ollick for being the best teacher. Her future plans are to pursue her dream of being a preschool teacher and eventually, in the far future, to open up a daycare. Her advice is that it's never too late. Tyler Milne. Tyler would like to thank his mom and dad and everyone who pushed him to go to school, and to all of his teachers, especially Jet and Steven. His future plans are to become a longshoreman or mechanic, and his advice to his younger self is to take school more seriously and show up on time. He is also receiving the Most Improved Student Award. Armand Negra. Armand would like to thank his family, his teachers, and his friends for supporting him throughout these years. His future plans are to become an entrepreneur, and his advice to his younger self is to be focused on your studies and be good. He is also receiving a District Authority Scholarship worth $1,250. I feel like people are leaving before the money is introduced. You know, I want to stay for the money. All right, Evangelina Navarro. She would like to thank her mom and her manager, Ricky. Her future plans are to become a flight attendant, and her advice to her younger self is to care about school more. Karn Pata. Karn would like to thank his whole family, especially his father, who's always taught him to choose right from wrong and has always been by his side and supported and helped him to make it this far. I wouldn't be here without him, as well as his late grandmother, who took care of him for 17 years of his life. I can't imagine how proud she would be of me today. My future plans are to continue working as a carpenter and pursue my schooling at BCIT to achieve my Carpenter Red Seal and many other certificates. I would love to be able to open my own company or business and eventually own my own restaurant on the White Rock Pier. His advice to his younger self is to not waste time and stay focused on my goals and career and life, to always take care of his health and well-being and always make wise choices. But wait, there's more. He's also receiving the Surrey Principals and Vice Principal Scholarship for $250 and an NSLC Scholarship for $400. You can tell he was in my English class. It's my bad. Isaiah Park. Isaiah would like to thank himself, his dad, and maybe Jonathan, Stephen, and Lindsay. His future plans are to finish walking off the stage. And his advice for his younger self is to be determined to graduate. And he is also receiving a District Authority scholarship worth $1,250. Samantha Pasemko. She would like to thank her friends and family for all of their support over the years. That being said, I would especially like to thank my parents because they never gave up on me and pushed me to accomplish my goals, since I wouldn't be here today without them. Her future plans include pursuing a career where I have the ability to help others. And her advice to her younger self is to get your work done and don't focus on the drama. And she is also receiving a District Authority scholarship of $1,250. Harlan Peters Forsyth. Harlan would like to thank the teachers, and specifically Jonathan and Jennifer. His future plans are to work, and he is receiving an NSLC scholarship for $500. Kahir Rahimi. Kahir would like to thank the staff, students, and family of the NSLC. His future plans are to find a job in the summer, and his advice is to keep trying and to never give up. Next is Iman Shahim. Iman would like to thank her teachers, counselors, and family for helping her throughout the years to graduate and be here today. Her future plans are to become a preschool teacher and open up her own preschool. Her advice to her younger self is to always attend class and be on time, and to always do your homework. Rayan Sheikh. Rayan would like to thank all the teachers, Jonathan, Stephen, and Jennifer, and all my friends who pushed me to get my work done, especially my parents. His future plans are to become a dentist, and his advice is that life is too short to care what others think. Focus on yourself and get things done. Varun Sidhu. Varun would like to thank all of his teachers and the organic chemistry tutor. My future plans are to aim for a degree in biotech while pursuing a career in the Army, and when he's older to become a doctor. His advice to his younger self is to take the time to look for a lesson in everything, and he is also receiving the Academic Excellence Award. Asim Tar Mohammed. Asim would like to thank his family and friends for all of their support. His future plans are to be successful, and his advice is that life is too short to care what other people think. Damien Thorson. Damien would like to thank his teachers, and his future plans is whatever the future brings. His advice to his younger self is to do your work. Abhay Torah. Abhay would like to thank his parents for waking me up and dropping me off at school, and my teachers for teaching. His future plans are to become a heavy-duty equipment technician. And his advice to his younger self, don't skip class and do your homework on time. Michael Treychok. Michael would like to thank Jonathan, Stephen, Jennifer Ollick, and Jewel for letting him come to the school, and Priya for helping him, and Desmond and Sabi and Elias. I would also like to thank my mom and dad. His future plans are to save up money, work in the summer, and buy a pickup truck. He is also working towards owning his own construction company, and his advice to his younger self is don't be a fool, stay in school. I think we might have found our new school motto. Richard Unruh. Richard would like to thank all the staff and teachers at the NSLC for making students rise to challenges that most shy away from. His future plans are to work and focus on getting more financial opportunities, and his advice is to seek adventure because you'll never know what you'll find. Next, Marissa Walkham-Mann. Marissa would like to thank all the staff at the NSLC, especially Lindsay and Jen Ollick. They helped me so much this year. Her future plans are to get a job and to save in order to travel eventually. Her advice is that everything takes time. Brandon Washburn. Brandon would like to thank Jonathan. His future plans are to work as a carpenter, and his advice to his younger self is to do homework and get good grades. Boom. And finally, Keisha Zambrano. Keisha would like to thank God, her family, Jennifer, Kay, Priya, and all the other staff. Her future plans are to become a registered nurse, and her advice to her younger self is that you will get through it. She is also receiving the Perseverance Award. Okay, that's it. Can we give just one more round of applause to all the grads? Okay, next. The next speech is the valedictorian speech. And I'd just like to introduce what the valedictorian is. So the honor of valedictorian is awarded to a student who demonstrates a high level of consistent academic success and makes learning a priority. However, the valedictorian of a graduating class represents more than just academic achievement. A valedictorian has a strong work ethic and is actively involved in promoting a positive culture within the school. This award is granted to a student with strong leadership skills, a capacity and willingness to serve as a positive role model, and is respected by all members of the learning community. The valedictorian is goal-oriented and actively pursues their goals. The valedictorian for the class of 2022 is Sabi Basan.
They don't really tell you how many people are here until you're up here. Good afternoon. I would like to introduce myself to those of you who don't know me. My name is Sabi Basan, your valedictorian for the evening. Before I start, I would like to give a thank you to the parents, teachers, staff, admin, assistant superintendent Neater Dillon, as well as the school's trustee Terry Allen, and of course the graduating class of 2022. You guys can clap. High school. It's the best of times and it's the worst of times. It's a time where we live and where we learn. It's a time when we've all created new memories and cherished them. It's a time when we all had to overcome difficulties in our lives and prove those who doubted us wrong. I stand here today and I would like to congratulate all of you. When we entered this learning center, we were all dealing with different setbacks in our personal lives. For me, I was dealing with the court case and going down a path that didn't sit right with me. Others were dealing with the anxieties of school or dealing with settling into a unique environment for the first time. I remember in my 11th grade year, I was given the chance to return to a mainstream school, but I personally declined the offer because I like to be here, and I could say the same for most of you. The place compared to a mainstream school is way better because it's on your own time and on a specific schedule, and you have the option to do morning or afternoon classes. But one of the best parts of attending the school is having the opportunity to meet, bond, as well as be able to become friends with the fabulous people who go to the school. Among these fabulous people, I would also like to give another thank you to the teachers and staff. They spend most of their time around us, and sometimes even more than their own kids at home. They listen and help us and push us in diverse ways, and they try to motivate us the best we can. After today, I want all of us to go up to any teacher and staff member and thank them because they all had to sacrifice a part of their own personal time here to see us succeed, especially Jonathan. As well as give your support systems a thank you. Tell them thank you and that you appreciate everything that they do for you, whether they do to make you smile, whether it's big or small. We're finally done this major chapter of our lives filled with countless nights of procrastination and stress. You now have the power to write your own story. We're going out like Tony Montana at the top of the stairs. The world is yours. Never let anyone take that away from you, whether it's your parents or just somebody trying to bring you down for no reason. They'll never understand the goals and ambitions you set in mind for yourselves. You're all wild cards and you're all game changers. And I know most of us here today, including myself, are feeling very anxious and frightened for what the future may hold. Just know you all have the ability to change because I know you guys are all here, seated here. Take the pain and successes in life and let it drive you to new heights. Follow your desires and never settle. There will be endless nights, there will be heartbreaking times, there will be successful times. Just know, in the end, it's all worth it. Those of you who are last will soon be first, and those of you who are downtrodden will rise up. By order of the North Surrey Learning Center, I now declare you all graduated.
Thank you, Sabi. And finally, I'd like to invite Ms. Jewel Bondara to give her principal's address to the class of 2022.
There, that's better. I hardly recognize some of you. You look so grown up and wonderful. Dear graduates of 2022, congratulations, you've made it from kindergarten to the completion of your grade 12. For many of you, it's been quite a journey, one full of many challenges and successes. I'm certain as you reflect upon your educational experience, there are memories that each of you can recall. These have helped shape who you are today. You did not reach this milestone without the help and support of your parents, family, friends, teachers, and the community. When you were born and growing, your parents and caregivers had dreams and aspirations for you. And now, here you are at your grade 12 graduation. What a remarkable and special time. We are all very proud of each one of you. It is my hope that North Surrey Learning Center was a place that you will remember with a smile, a place that welcomed you, a place that supported you, and a place that made you grow, one that helped you learn and expand as a person. As I look back, I certainly can see growth, and this makes me proud and your teachers proud. Watching students grow and be successful is why we as a staff chose our profession. Our students are everything in our work. It is important to be the driver of your own destiny. I believe education is the vehicle to life. It matters not what your dreams are, but it will only ever be a dream unless you take the next step and make it come true. It is not enough to state what your goal is. You must make short-term plans, long-term plans, follow through, and strive to achieve all that you want. Your dream will come true if you follow this recipe. As an older person, I have learned a few things, the most important of which is that nothing worthwhile is easy. You must have perseverance, believe in yourself, and be prepared to work hard and long. You see, life will happen no matter what, but if you want to be the one in control of your life, you will need to plan, prepare, and do. We will continue to work at North Surrey Learning Centre, and we hope you will come back, visit us. We're there to help in any way that we can. And remember, when one door closes, another one will open. In conclusion, all of us wish each and every one of you the very best as you graduate today. We are proud of you and wish you well. Please remember, the end of wisdom is to dream high enough not to lose the dream in the seeking of it. I wish you all the very best. I know you'll be successful. You have what it takes. And parents and caregivers, thank you so much for supporting us. We were a team, and look, here they are.
Jewel, did you want to do the tassel thing? Should we do that? Does that make it official? I think that unless you move that tassel from the one side to the other side, you're not officially a grad yet. So if you all want to take your tassel and move it over to the other side of your cool looking hat, that makes you officially grads. Woo! Who knew that's all it took, eh? Just get a hat and move the tassel over. I noticed that we have a few more minutes here, and as an English teacher, you should never give me a mic, because who knows what's going to happen, but I think we have another hour at least to kind of kill before we're done. No, I'm completely joking, but as I was standing there listening to Jewel's speech, it just came to me that today's the first day of summer. It's the longest day of the year. And I just want to encourage you one last time, be the light. You guys are so full of life and energy. Be that light. Stay positive. You guys are loved and supported, and we really wish you all the best. So thank you.